Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to Learn English with the American in Poland. My name is Eric Gaylord, and today's video is a little different. We're going to be doing Eric's top 10 interview tips for a job interview in English. So, for all my foreign audience out there, having an interview in English is way different than in Poland. And I have actually coached quite a few people helping them with their job interview process here in Poland, and they have been successful if they follow my advice, and I'll talk about that as well. So, tip number one, research the company. If you don't research the company and you go in the interview and they ask you, and they're going to ask you, because it's one of the top 10 interview questions for every English job interview, what do you know about us? And you don't know, you're going to look very bad. And more likely, you're not going to get the job. So make sure you go on the company website, interview their mission statement. Research their mission statement. Look about the history of their company, how it got started, why it got started, what they do, and etc. All right, so research the company. Number two, turn a weakness into a strength. It's a very common interview question that they're going to ask you. What is your greatest weakness? And you're going to be like, oh my God, I don't want to say anything bad about myself. So you want to say something that makes you look strong. Yeah. So if they say, what's your greatest weakness? You can say something like this. Over the years, I've been more of a follower than a leader, but I've learned how to become more of a leader by getting more involved in directing people to do tasks and assigning people tasks in projects. And then you give specific examples of how you've done this. So over the years, I've been more of a follower, but I've learned how to become more of a leader by doing task delegation in projects, in project management, for example. That's just one example. So you've taken that weakness and you've shown your weakness. Yeah. Don't lie about your weakness. Yeah. And then turn it into a strength. So you have a remedy. So that way the company knows that you're better in that area. All right. Number three, tell me about yourself. This is very common. All HR companies will always ask this for sure. Tell me about yourself. So instead of just blabbering on and on and on about this is all my different experiences, I worked here, I worked in X company, I worked in Y company, I worked in Z company, you're not going to say that. And you're not going to just brag about your degrees. You're just simply going to answer it in a format. And that format is called STAR. Situation, task, action, results. What's a situation that you dealt with at work? What's the task that you had to do in that situation? What was the action that you took to solve that problem in the situation? And what were the results? So once again, STAR, STAR, situation that you dealt with on the job. What's the task that you did in that situation? What was your role in that specific problem? What's the action that you took to solve the problem? And what was the outcome? What was the results? You make sure you say each one of those, from a previous job. If you don't, looks bad. So don't drone on and on. I'm experienced. I have 3 degrees, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to hear that. Okay? All right. Tip number 4, and this is a big one. Everybody hates this question, but it comes up every time. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time from now? Well, the worst thing you can say is in a management role, because management is interviewing you. They don't want you to be a threat to their future success. So this is the way you handle it. I see myself upgrading my current skills and experience through your excellent organization, which looks to have a lot of training opportunities for me down the road from what I've seen on your company website. And I know that I will be able to perfect those skills and be an asset to the company. But don't say that you want a management role. Okay? All right. Interview tip number 5. What are your salary expectations? Salary expectations are not just coming in and saying this is what you want. That's an absolute no-no. You need to answer it like this. What is the fair market value given my current level of education and experience? What is the fair market value for this position given my current level of education and experience? And if they come back to you and they say, well, what is that? This is where you would have went online. You listened to my tip, and you would have went on Salary Wizard. I'm going to repeat that website again, Salary Wizard, and you would have reached the medium average salary given your current education and level of experience, and then you give them that number. Then you give them that salary number for the year. Don't tell them what you want. You just say, I want the fair market value given my current level of education experience. And you wait. See if they give you a number. If they don't and they come back to you, then you give them the Salary Wizard number that you already researched before the interview. Okay? Salary Wizard, look it up. All right. Tip number 6. Be professional, people. This is where I have a story about a lady who wasn't successful on a job interview and she didn't take my advice. Why do you want the job? So what I mean by be professional is, why do you want the job? You want the job because it's in alignment with my career goals. And it's a job that's of interest to me that I enjoy. So one lady I coached for an interview in English, and the job was in Berlin. And she said, I asked her, it's like, so why are you moving to Berlin for this job from Poland? She says, I'm moving there because my boyfriend's there. I said, well, don't tell them that in the interview. And what did she do? She told them in the interview that I didn't come because this is the job for me. I didn't come because this is, in alignment with my career goals, direction of my life. I came for the boyfriend, the guy. And what happened? Avidizane. They didn't give her the job. So no job for her. But I told her, I warned her. Don't say that. Okay. Interview number 7. It's very dress smart. I mean, like, don't come in a wrinkled shirt and no tie and no dress pants and no dress shoes. Look smart. People, this is game on, especially if it's a second interview. Yeah. Look smart. Look the part. Yeah. Don't want to hire you if you look sloppy. Why would anybody do that? So dress the part. Simple. All right. Interview tip for number 8 is be a leader. What I mean by this is, maybe this goes back to my star as well, that people don't like followers. They like leaders. This shows ambition. And I would say give some specific examples. You can use a star as well. Situation, task, action, results for how you showed people how you were a leader in your previous job. And it looks impressive. It looks very impressive in a job interview. So be a leader. Interview tip number 9. Be on time, please. And it's not too much to ask, and if you are running late, call them. If that's one saving grace, the traffic jam, a car accident in the middle of the road, whatever, and you can't get there, call them in advance. It'll make you look better than if you just show up 20 minutes late, half hour late. All right. And the last tip, interview tip number 10 is, any questions for us? Do you have any questions for us? Yes, you should have loads of questions for them. What's the training like? Will I be job shadowing for the first week to get used to the role? Don't talk about, yeah, what's my salary and what's the paid vacation structure look like? Don't ask about benefits or money. That's awful. But you need to be asking about the job. Yes, I have questions. Yes, yes, yes. But they're intelligent questions about the training, maybe the organizational structure, things like that. All right. So that's my 10 interview tips from Eric here at Learn English with American Poland. Please like and subscribe to this video as usual. Likes up, people, thumbs up. And if you want a consultation with me, please give me a call. The number, it's 575-340-945. That's 575-340-945 here in Polska. And I'll be happy to help you out and get you through those challenging job interviews. I have a master's degree in HR. I'm experienced. I'm CIPD certified. I know what I'm talking about, people. All right? Like and subscribe. Give me a call if you need help with that English job interview. Bye.